Hi and welcome to Done Did It Podcast. My name is Pac-Man, aka Murray.
My name is Welsh.
I'm Jew.
And I'm James.
So just for the listeners' information, we are going to go with 2 30 to 40 minute podcasts per week. We're going to try and air them on Tuesday and Thursday, at least for now, to see how that runs, because we're finding that the hour is a little bit long for some people. So we're going to kick off like that.
I actually want to start the podcast with a shout out to our first commentator.
Commenter.
Oh, sorry, commenter.
Commenter.
James, you and your Thai puppet just totally took out. Thank you for turning your Thai into a
Let's try that. Let's try that again.
Okay. A shout out to Gannon Exen. I'm sorry if I can't pronounce that right. It's Ganonexen. He was the first person to comment on how to improve our channel and our podcast, which I was really appreciative of. Everybody here was. I wanted to thank him, definitely. Check out his channel. He's got a sick Final Fantasy video up there.
Yes,
definitely worth watching. So help him out on that, for sure.
Yeah. Sweet. So I'm going to kick off this week with actually a story that involves all of us, but me mostly in a really kind of weird way. So
essentially what you're saying is
it's a Welsh story, guys.
It involves none of us.
Put the jingle here.
Just about you.
No, it's a Welsh. It does. Let me tell the story. So I had to go around on the weekend. Shout out. Nah, kidding. But she's a cool chick, and she'd been trying to get me to watch or listen to the podcast with her for a while because she hadn't had a chance to listen to it yet because her internet's shit. So as we were crashing out, going to sleep, she went, "Let's listen to the podcast," because I put the Ricky Gervais show on to go to sleep to, like I always do. Took me 2 seconds going, fucking okay. So put it on, led there, laughing, giggling along to it fine. After about 10 minutes, she just rolls on top of me and starts making out with me pretty heavily, and I went along with it until I realised that I was listening to Murray, James, and Jew while getting pretty damn aroused. And I made the comment that was kind of weird. And we didn't stop, guys. We shared a sexual encounter. Well, we didn't have sex, but we had a sexual encounter-ish through me, and it was fucking awesome. Because you guys are all there with me.
So, spiritually, we gangbanged her.
Hell yes.
Does that make us Eskimo bros?
I want to touch all of our noses for this, but I can't be.
I wanted to take a picture of Jew's face right there. He's just like,
whoa.
What?
Because I thought you'd be like, you love the pinkies or whatever, not like, you're just like, oh yeah man, gotta touch the noses. It's not an Eskimo kiss.
But I want to take it one step further.
He wants to take his erection of us while listening to the audio file and make it something real.
Do you know what? I want to make out with a girl now to this recording of me talking about the previous recording.
Cool. I would do that.
Let's do it. It
would be like I was about to say if I slept with a girl with that just makes me sound. No, that sounds
What are you trying to say then? I don't understand.
So,
here we go.
I think what just happened is that he was about to say next time he sleeps with a girl, but it came out as if he ever. So I think Murray just uncovered himself as a secret virgin.
Not true, but we'll move on from that. Shout out to the ex-girlfriends. Should I name them? Probably not. We'll move on. On that note, if I made a porno of myself with a girl, which I have done, but if I did it again and actually had the audio, the video, I'm gonna get through this story.
You're under pressure, bro. What is this?
If I had it again, I would love to film a girlfriend sucking me off and then get her to suck me off while watching the video of a girl sucking me off.
Inception, right there.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I get that because I've done that kind of stuff to other pornos. It was pretty good. Just because the porn stars were much hotter than the cars with, so it was good.
It's like farting. Everybody likes their own home brand.
Can't say that I do.
I was going to say, did James like his own in that back room? I don't think he did.
No.
Alright.
Maybe it's just me that wasps in my own farts. Like a fart sauna.
That's
well, gross,
following on from this Murray fail, I have a wicked win that I would like to bring up really quickly. Driving home down Marion Road, and I haven't told any of you this yet, so I'm really excited. Driving home from Marion Road after work, you guys know what the traffic's like. I was driving behind like a little shitty Nissan Pulsar with this hippie-looking motherfucker in it. I know this because he was alongside me for a long while, and then he went up front. As we're driving up, on the other side of the road, a bus started pulling out back onto the road, and some fuckhead douchebag of the week in a Holden Commodore tried to overtake him as he merged. Panicked, swerved way too far to the right, hit the island in the middle, And it was like in a movie, like I saw it in slow motion. It hit the island, dust flew up everywhere, the car kind of poof, went in the air. Its entire wheel disintegrated like 5 pieces, right?
That's awesome.
All of them flew in the air as one, directly towards this guy's pulsar that I was behind. I saw him just looking up, braking at the last second. Jesus Navas went down and separated the pieces, and they went either side of his car. And I lost my shit. I tried to speed up so I could be like, I saw that, but I couldn't catch him because he probably freaked the fuck out. But it was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Just the little things in life get you through, you know. And that was pretty little, but it was amazing.
That is a crazy.
That's pretty good.
That's
a good win.
That kind of reminds me of something really lucky that happened to me. We had shelves in our garage that had a lot of... Oh, I don't have to... It's not storage.
Why are you laughing already? Just let him go.
There was a piece of cord that was attached to some garden shears, and there was a chainsaw sitting on top of that was unsheathed, and I yanked down on this kind of garden snare, which ripped the chainsaw off of the shelf directly down at my face. And it was just one of those like moments where everything slows down, and I just kind of dodged out of the way and grabbed the chainsaw before it hit the ground.
That's pretty awesome.
It
would have been better if it was running. If you stored the chainsaw while it was running. Imagine it. Just imagine.
Or if it's falling towards my face, I start it up and then dodge out of the way.
Why would you
And then
start
dodge out of the way, grab it, swing it around, and cut down a tree.
Yes, there we go. I was like, what was your reason for starting it? But now, James, I understand.
There we go.
I want to keep going with this real quick because I've got a fail.
Why is there a tree in
related
his
to this.
garage?
Alright, I'm gonna cut in
Bottoms
before you
out,
guys go
tree,
back and forth
motherfucker.
between yourself with
I'm
10
not-
stories. I just have a super quick one that actually happened today at work.
Ah, good.
I had an old guy come in looking at phones, and his biggest problem was that he kept getting calls from like random people, and he had no idea who it was. So he wanted a way to screen his calls, so an answering machine. One of the calls he got, this is like a 60-year-old dude, was someone calling up while he had his like mates, single bachelor mates over who are also 60. Loud porno just came through the speaker in his phone because he couldn't turn the speaker off either. So he gets this random phone call from he has no idea who, just porno playing and playing. His phone wouldn't turn off. So all these guys are just standing around while this like old dude has porno playing, and then he's just like, yeah. He wanted a new phone. He's like, please give me a new phone.
Did he break it to turn it off? Just like hitting it. No! Just like smashed it on a counter. I need a new phone.
I wish he did.
What kind of porno was it? From what you could hear, was it hardcore?
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't there, but
I thought...
no.
I thought this happened at your work.
So did I.
No, sorry. It was a customer who came in. That was his problem.
He told you that?
Yeah, and then he kept telling me about like all his like past girlfriends from the last like 50 years.
So
it
since
was
he was 10.
Damn!
I'm assuming he was 60.
You gotta get the numbers right, man.
No, he started young.
I'd love it if he was actually 45, because that would be doubly impressive.
Curious, he could be remembering back to like a molestation or something. You never know. Let's cut that.
Father Todd was his first girlfriend.
Now we move on.
Going back to my fail,
Yeah.
because it was actually related to that story, which now it's not. So, back to that.
To be fair though, it was back and forth.
No, James,
I had a
fuck up.
30-second
8
story.
minutes.
Alright, we'll just go then.
I went into the garage for whatever reason, I actually can't remember because the pain envelopes it. You know in cartoons where they step on a banana peel and they fly in the air and land?
Yeah.
There was a whole bunch of metal rods on the floor that I didn't see. I just walked in over them and just like in a cartoon flew up. Wasn't funny when I landed on a rake that was face up. And it just dissected my leg. I had scars on it for so many years.
To be honest, it's funny.
And like the worst part was my leg was bent, so I had like 3 like scratches on the side, and then 2 in the middle. We went right in like a proper wound. Pulled it out, and I was like 13, so I cried like a little bitch. I'm not afraid to lie about that. I meant tell the truth about that. I cried like a little bitch. Dragged myself like commando crew, like screaming, "Ah!" Back into the house. Go like, Dad, help me out. I don't know what the fuck to do. He looks at me, walks away, walks back in with kitchen roll, threw it at me, and was like, your mother will be home soon, don't get blood anyway. And that was it. I just like sat there, just got curled up in a ball, just holding kitchen roll to the blood that was coming out of my leg.
Your dad's awesome.
That's the best. He is the best.
I have another dad story, but I'll tell that later.
I have actually had my wicked win.
Yeah, I want to get that first.
It was from about a year ago. I was driving just on the edge of this. No, yeah, we're still good. Just on the edge of the city, I was on West Terrace, and I looked in my rearview mirror, and behind me were two smart cars neck and neck with each other, obviously right next to each other, and the drivers of each.
Can you stop? Well, she will make it extremely hard for him to get through.
The drivers of each of the smart cars were just obese, like humongously fatter than jeans.
That didn't need to be said. Let's just take that out.
That was mean.
Alright, I'm just going to put two things in here. Welshie's face, he is crying right now at how terribly this is going.
Dude, you look like you're in pain. It's that bad. It's
Haven't finished the story. Can we carry on?
No,
I'm just going to come straight in with a...
No, I thought it was absolutely hilarious. The two smart cars, the smallest cars in production, were being driven by the two fattest people in Adelaide, neck and neck with each other like they were racing.
Alright, that is alright.
Jesus Christ. You people are impossible.
I'm going to bring it back.
Why am I even in this podcast?
I don't know. Because of this. Because of how hilarious this is right now.
I'm done. I don't even want to share my confession.
I'm just going to bring this in. This
I'm
is
hysterical right now. That was fucking amazing.
This is a combination of...
Whoa!
Murray!
Fuck! Seriously, guys.
Things went down, I was talking. This is a combination of fucking fail and douchebags of the week. I have multiple that came in, one after the other, looking at games at work today. The first dude was holding his 4-year-old daughter in his arms. The entire conversation was just constant swearing. He even dropped the C-bomb once. He dropped the C-bomb while holding his 4-year-old daughter.
Jesus. Wow.
Massive douchebag. The second dude, not as bad, but came into a store looking for a PS3, and he asked what bundles we have. So we've got a FIFA bundle, and straight away he's like, no, I will not play FIFA. I was like, alright, some people don't like it, fair enough. Showed him the next one.
I was going to say, that's why he's the douchebag.
You get a choice of Infamous 2, or Uncharted 3, or Little Big Planet, God of War, or Ratchet and Clank.
All three
of them?
games.
All three
No,
of them
you
in
get
one?
one.
What? I was gonna say
You
that
get
really
choice
Uncharted
of one
3.
of those games. I was like, oh, Infamous 2, Uncharted 3, they're my two top picks out of these 5, and he was instantly like, no. And then I was like, okay, what one would you prefer? He's like, God of War. And I held my head for a second and thought, who passes up Infamous 2, Uncharted 3, and Little Big Planet for God of War? I mean, I will admit it is a pretty good game.
I would
seriously, come on.
Although those action scenes are pretty tasty.
It depends.
No, they are-
It's a matter of taste. You can't...
I know it is a matter of taste, but still. Like, he wasn't a gamer or anything. He didn't actually know anything about it. He was just like, he completely ignored all recommendations.
Maybe he just wanted to fuck shit up.
He may have wanted it.
Violent.
That's the one with the porno scene, isn't it?
That or he just
Latest
hated
one?
you.
I don't think so.
Oh, I think he did actually, because he was like giving me death stares the whole time.
If you wanted
You
porno,
like
why
me?
didn't you play Witcher 2? There are some hot fake titties in that.
Really?
Like, good quality digital titties.
See, everything you say, Murray, makes me further believe that you are an old Asian businessman in a teenager bodysuit. The shit that you come out with, I'm just like, you want to buy used panties out of the vending machine? What? Look at you.
You know what? The mention of me being an Asian is perfect because I got told today by someone that they swear to God. They swear to Jesus Navas himself that in my past life I was Asian because of how much anime I like and just the shit that I say and how like sexual I am in conversations.
Yeah, that was...
What's wrong with anime, then?
Yeah, but it was someone completely unrelated to
okay.
you.
Actually, on the thing of the cartoon porn and stuff, there is a member of this group who is into that kind of thing. And
Is it you, James?
no,
Is it this group here?
yeah.
I'm looking at you, man.
I'm
Every
into
time we
cartoon
play
porn.
games...
Yes, you are. Every time there's a hot cartoon shit, you're just like,
No.
I want to fuck
I
that.
just want to point out, I only got into that because of New Sky.
And his childish features?
His childish features. He used to fucking hate it. I said
he
it
does.
about.
He
I
gets
said
so
it
angry.
about.
He gets really pissed.
Shit. I said it about someone really drunk. As in, like, if they were real, they'd be hot. But I didn't say if they're really hot. I was like,
Sakura
shit.
from
Sakura.
But she's too annoying.
I said.
No, sorry, just before you explain it, to my first point that I was originally trying to make is that apparently now the Supreme Court in Australia has actually ruled that underage characters in cartoon
Yes.
porn counts as child porn.
Yep, I know that.
If you get caught with that,
What is it?
you can go to prison and shit.
But that's not what I look at. I'm just saying, when we play a video game or watch TV show,
Yeah.
I know the news guy hates it, so like any woman will walk around like, oh, fuck the shit out of her. Not if she was real, I just say it like that. And every time, like, it's not real, stop saying that, that's gross. It's like, it's only gross because it's a woman, news guy. That's why you say it. We know.
Who was it then? There was someone in our group that was into that stuff.
Every single one of the Asians at SMS.
That's
True.
They are Asian.
True, they were all into
Yeah, they
that.
have an excuse, they're Asian.
Guys, I have a confession to make.
So, we will put on the cone of silences, we will not comment until you are finished.
I have a confession to make.
We know, you just said that.
I'm just starting again. What happened to the cone of
Dude,
silence?
just go.
What happened to the cone of silence? Okay, my confession is I fucked a chick that bled on me. Yeah, okay, so it was it was after a concert and I took this chick back. She was really hot. She was this Mexican chick. She had a perfect body. And anyway, the sex was awesome. And I woke up in the morning and she left. And I went to have a shower and I looked at my fingers and I was like, there is blood on my fingers. And I was like, oh man, maybe I had a blood nose last night. I like wiped my nose, checked my nose. I was like, nah, there's nothing there. I went to my pillow, no blood anywhere. And it was just kind of slow motion realization where I just slowly looked down at my dick and was like, it's covered in blood. There was like little specks of blood, and I was like, I have to confirm this. Rooted through my trash can, found the condom absolutely just caked in blood. Was so horrified. I ran to the shower and I was just fetal in the bottom of the shower, rocking myself, trying to scrub this blood off, got it off, and I was just shaking in the bottom of the shower.
Just cones up. How is this confession and how
Yeah, I was-
damn you all
I was just going
waiting
to ask.
outside
There is no
thinking.
Did you
confession
just
there.
fuck up the confession?
No, my confession is I fucked a girl on her period.
That's not a confession. You didn't pee.
I can't believe how stupid you are.
Guys, I have a confession.
Is it a confession?
It is actually a
All right,
confession.
let's hear it.
When I was 16 in New Zealand, we went out to a bar, and my brother was buying me drinks because he was legal, and we managed to start a conversation with a blonde chick, and I was really shy at the time. I didn't really know how to talk to women or operate with women at all. So we were just kind of having this conversation, and one thing led to another. Managed to get her outside. Went for a walk. Turned out she was 26 and I was 16, and we started messing around. She didn't know at the time. Managed to start getting head and stuff, and I had the condom in my pocket, but because I was a virgin, I couldn't fuck her. And it was right outside of my parents' window as well. I just thought I'd chuck that in there for hilarity reasons. But I couldn't fuck her. I really wanted to, but I was too shy. That's my confession, that I couldn't fuck a 26-year-old and had the best the virgin.
But this is the same fucking problem!
No, it's not.
Okay, guys, so I'm gonna keep the ball moving here with a past us were dicks. More so past me was a cunt to a certain individual that we all know and love. I love him. I love to hate him. Nyololo. So, I gave him a week off in year 12. I actually didn't give him shit for a little while. And that was my own mistake because he got a little bit cocky, got a little bit too big. I thought, I need to crush him now. So, I was sat in my study room. Again, this is before Naruto, so I was doing my study like a good little kid. Sat down, see him coming in, thought, fuck, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Put my hands through my hair, put my head down, shake my head, like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And he walked in and instantly saw me in this pose and went, oh, are you okay? What's up, man? And I was like, I've got him where I needed to be. And without even thinking, I was like, fuck. You don't, I can't tell you. You, of all people I want to tell, I really can't tell you about this. And he's like, what? And I was like, She will come to you when she feels she can. I don't know where it came from. It just Jesus Navas came to me in this moment and facilitated this plot. He's like, oh, okay, no worries, no worries. So we sat down. He sat down next to me, which is his second mistake. His first mistake was existing. And we sat there doing our work. I thought, you know what? I've got him intrigued now. So I'm trying to play this out. So every now and then I was typing and writing. I was like, damn it! What? She should have been more smart. Why? I didn't think she could do that. And he's like, what? And I was like, I can't tell you. He didn't notice that I never do this. I don't give a shit about anybody. Why would I be beat up? So I kept going, and straight away, after about the fifth head shake and the fifth outburst, I can't believe her. He's like, is it Nyololo? Now, this individual, okay, fuck it, had a crush on Nyololo. I have to do it this way, I was confusing. Nyololo for a long time, and everybody knew about it. As soon as he said her name, I thought, Achilles heel. Got him. There it is. I was like, oh, I can't agree or disagree to that comment. He's like, oh, so it is. I was like, yeah, it is. He's like, oh, okay, what happened? I was like, I thought she'd be more careful. And I started going, oh, I don't know, let's figure this out. I was like, she will come to your knee, just leave it, man, leave it. So I kept going for the whole study. I didn't actually realize that he had a class with her after that. So I was sat again in the class outside, just working, waved to her, she was in there, and he walked in, door shut. About 2 minutes later, she comes out and goes, what did you do? I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And she's like, he came up to me, put his arms on my shoulders and went, I'm here for you if you need. And sat down next to her. And I was like, oh, I don't know. I don't really know what I said. And I was just like, well, he may or may not think that you're pregnant. And she was just like, what? And I was like, yeah, I may have just led him on for a little bit about something happening with you, but I never said your name or the word pregnant, so you can't hold me accountable. It ended up being a running gag for about 26 people in year 12 to constantly refer to her as being pregnant for about 6 months, to the point that we almost chipped in and bought her a pram for her birthday just to keep up the act, and she had to come up and tell us to stop because people in year 10 started believing that she was actually pregnant because they're outside the group. So I let it go for, again, weeks, and then again, I gave him a week off. I thought I was going to leave and go. You got too big again, blah, 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 in the cafeteria in front of everyone. I went, Nyololo's not pregnant, you fuck! And just walked away, and everyone's like, oh, Nyololo! I just kept going, it was amazing. It was one of the best things I did.
Can I just say, it was the proudest thing in my life ever to be a part of this.
Oh, it was
it was the best, especially because this was back when I did shit all. All I did in every single class was leave and wander the entire school for like half an hour in each lesson. So I had actually walked straight.
Crazy.
I had started walking straight past as soon as they'd finished doing this, and like the others were starting to leave to that lesson. Came up to Welsh, and he was just so happy and excited.
Oh,
he
man.
just straight away let me in on it. So then
I was proud.
So then I was just like, yes, but I'm gonna leave it a little. Then after that whole thing where she went off at him, did all that, I came past her, when he was like just off, put my hand on her shoulder and said, it'll be okay, walked off and just left her. Then every single maths lesson after that was spent us planning what
we're going to do.
Discussing pram ideas and baby showers.
She was okay with it for so long as well.
She was. She
was
loved
fine
it. She
with
thought
it.
It was great.
Yeah,
it was until he got
and
too
it was such a
intense
good.
about it.
It was such a good joint collaboration by everybody in our group, and it just
everyone in.
To anyone who's listening to this was a part of that, just thank you for just giving me that satisfaction, because I didn't do shit to him for ages after that. I just smiled at him because I had that over me. It's like if you fucked your enemy's mother and you just like, ha, I fucked your bitty, and you can just keep that in your head and never say it, and you know that you're above him, and that's what I had. It was great. It was great.
That was a past us with dicks, wasn't it?
That was a past us with
Do we have time for one more quickly? Because it is directly related to Nyolo, and it's very quick.
Let's do it.
Thinking of maths and all of us brought this up in my mind. There was one time when I had a bottle of Lift that I had bought after lunchtime sports because it was delicious and good. I needed to go do something, and I left it there, and I turned to him because he was a fuck and just said to him, if you drink any of my Lift, I will fuck you up. I laid it out there, told him that bad things would happen, walked away, and of course when I got back I see him finishing the entire thing. It wasn't just like, oh, I had a sip. He drained the entire bottle. So I asked him, go fill it up with water. Go. Yelled at him, so he went. He thought that was all. He went... Welsh helped me with this, to get him to get water. He went off to get it with water. While he was gone, like I mentioned before, this was after lunchtime sport, so I was sweaty as shit. I grabbed his pencil case, which, by the way, was like a cotton and denim one.
And absorbing.
Super absorbent.
Yeah.
Shoved it inside my underwear, rubbed it all over my sweaty testicles, put it back on the desk. This isn't even the best bit. He comes back to the desk, and I just smile at him, and he goes, "What did you do?" I just smile, and I go, "I think there's something wrong with your pencil case. I think there's something wrong." So he picks it up. I'm like, "Oh, you should feel it longer." So he touches all of it. But wait, there's more. Then I go, "Oh, maybe you should smell it." So he sniffs his pencil case, which now smells like my smelly ball sack. I then got him to lick it. As the final thing. And as he touches his tongue to it, I just say, "Taste my balls." And he freaks the fuck out.
Who does that?
I'm just saying, if I was him, I literally would have tried to kill you then.
Yeah.
I told him, I warned him, don't touch my fucking drink.
I was like, you took
I
that
warned
shit
him.
way too far, James.
I don't understand why he would lick it in the first place.
Exactly, he deserved it.
As soon as it said something's wrong with your pencil case, I would have burnt it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need a pencil case I will type. Fuck it.
Exactly.
When somebody goes,
What makes it better was it was one of those ones that you make in like year 9.
Yeah, it was
in
a
home
shitty
ec.
pencil
It was
case.
like one he'd made specially for himself and was proud of, and I destroyed it with my balls.
Does he fancy himself like Sherlock Holmes or something? Does he need to taste it? Like, I'm not sure what James did to my pencil case. I'm going to be really smart and figure this out.
Tasting the chemicals
so
in
I'm
it.
going to lick it.
Actually, just quickly, I'm going to change this up right now. Will you guys condemn or save me for this?
Saved! Jesus Nova saved!
Say, baby.
You know what? I'm going to save you because you made him lick your balls.
There we go.
Doesn't the Bible say an eye for an eye?
Yeah.
There we go.
It is a proven fact that Jesus, once he rose again, rubbed his balls all over...
Jesus.
Sorry,
Jesus.
Jesus rubbed his balls all over Judas's things. Everything he owned. Judas's children rubbed their faces.
Just silently. Here's a decision. Don't have to answer it, but think about it. James's balls? Balls. Which one would you lick?
Neither. Why do I
No,
have
if
to
you had a
lick
choice.
Do you know what? I'm gonna go straight in with this. James's balls.
Yeah, I'd go mine.
I'm sure he cleans them because he's having sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like if I licked balls, if like that sort of drawn together, where Captain Hero's arch nemesis gets me to lick his balls all the time, it would be that equivalent. I would just be that would be just the end of my life to get to stoop to that level. I would just not do it.
Guys, I have a confession.
Cone of silence.
A legitimate
Initiated.
confession.
Let's hear this legitimate confession.
Okay, so I was dating a gal. She was younger than me at the time. So as it goes with younger relationships, you tend to make the girl fall in love with you a lot. And she just absolutely was crushing on me to the point that she was willing to give her virginity away to me. And at the time, I was actually kind of excited to take a virgin because I'd never had one. And I went to sleep with her, and I got to the point where I just had my cock in my hand, trying to force it into her, and I was like, yeah, causing way too much pain to this girl, and I was just like, I can't do this, I don't want to hurt her. So I backed out, and a week later, I broke up with this girl, but it wasn't for any reason other than, oh shit, I'm going to America in 2 weeks. I really want to fuck women when I go over there, because they are going to want me balls deep. So I need to get rid of the baggage that I have back at home. And do you know what the worst part was? She was, at the time, one of my best friend's sister. Do you condemn me, or do you absolve me?
I'm gonna jump straight out with condemn.
Condemn? You?
I'm gonna condemn because I know the dude now. Now that I know the dude, I know the girl. That's fucked up.
I'm going to condemn for the breaking up. I'm going to absolve for the brother-sister.
Okay, the reason I'm condemning you is because you could have just kept it going, fucked bitches in America, and come back and fucked her as well.
It's a bigger sin.
I think that's worse.
No, see, mine is only for the fact that that was your reasoning, was so you could fuck bitches in America. If it had been because you didn't want to hurt her, then that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Whatever. Dump her, then go fuck bitches. That's fine. But it was specifically because you were like, I'd rather get biddies in America.
Yeah, I agree with James on that. That's why I condemn you for that fact. Because if you had considered her feelings and thought, I'm going to be in a position where I don't want to hurt her in this, and that was why, yes. But you went, nah, fuck that. I want to fuck something. That's bad. That's bad coming from me.
Yeah,
But-
he's like the devil incarnate.
But
Having said that,
Whoa.
once in a lifetime opportunity, don't really get to fuck biddies in America.
Well, again, it is if. Yeah, now I'm on his side.
Whereabouts in
Your
America though?
cleanse.
Because that depends on the accent, and some of the accents are fucking horrible.
Well, technically, New York.
Oh no. That New York accent.
Well,
wait,
but
wait,
not people
not
there
Manhattan,
could be
New
from
York
wherever.
State.
New York
Long
State.
Island.
Oh, that's not as bad because I was thinking like Brooklyn. That's fucking horrible.
No.
Alright, I'm gonna jump straight in with a horrible experience that happened to me back at school. I have I did have it. It's not as bad anymore. I had the worst possible fear of spiders to the point where a slight tickle would freak me out.
Watching Spider-Man was horrible for him. He could not watch that shit.
Did he cry? Tell me he
It's like
cried.
a man-sized
Well,
spider.
just so you know, we do have video footage of this. I just have to
Somewhere.
find
Do
the
you have it?
memory
Yeah,
card
this,
that has it on.
This
and
story
I'll
come out,
go
we
on the
do
channel.
have video footage. Yeah, and I mean, it was so bad that I actually had to get psychiatric help to deal with this fear. I had to get professional help to overcome this fear. That's how bad it was.
I love how
Alright.
good friends we are that we're laughing at a serious psychological
it's-
issue.
this was
and we abused you for it. By
No,
making it
I was
worse.
actually. I'll just put this in. I was unnerved for about 2 weeks after this. I didn't sleep. I barely ate,
We
and I
laughed.
just couldn't deal with shit.
We laughed.
What happened was we found.
The only reason I'm laughing over your fear of spiders is I can imagine you in a corner crying and Spider-Man just being like, everybody gets one.
What's
Yeah.
that, PK? Lol.
But yeah, so we found this dead spider at school. It was a pretty big one. It was a huntsman.
It was about a centimetre big. It was not big whatsoever.
Massive. All right, but
Put
anyway.
it in perspective for James.
He wasn't
Couple of
wearing his
centimetres
glasses,
is fucking
and yeah, I
huge.
forget his depth perception.
Exactly. But anyway,
Does that mean James has a big cock?
Because
Don't
yes.
say that. Just ruined it.
but anyway, there was a party coming up on the weekend, and New Sky somehow convinced me that the only way he would end up going was if I held this dead spider in my hand for 5 seconds. For some fucking stupid reason, I agreed to this, and he placed it in my hand, and I had to stay there for 5 seconds. The funniest part of all this was watching me go white, shiver, shake, then at the end of the time, drop the spider, throw it on the ground, freak out, scrub my hand all over my clothes to try and get the heel of the spider off. Then as I try and just walk away from the area, I trip into all these chairs and just freak out more. And yeah, I just could not deal with
With
that.
your other hand, you kept palming your face.
Yeah.
Pushing your
I
skin
was
off.
freaking out.
And like,
I could barely spoke for the rest of the day.
Do you know
I
what-
just could not deal at
do you know
all.
what would be amazing? And I wish this happened in retrospect. Do you know how spiders are just like, have you ever killed a spider and then like a million baby spiders come off it? That's what had happened. And you're rubbing your hands all over your clothes and they're just going
Dude,
everywhere.
I have so many horrible spider stories. Like, this could actually be like, every week now, I'm going to tell a different horrible story that's happening with a spider. Each one is hilarious, and each one has left me permanently scarred.
Are you still scared of them?
To an extent, yes.
He did say he got
He
psychological.
no longer cries when he touches it.
He
To an
whimpers.
extent, I can work with to an extent.
He whimpers.
To be fair, though, now I have more of a stabbing reaction to people who incite these kind of things. So if you do this, I most likely will punch you or stab you in the face.
Okay, that's fair enough, but what if I was wearing a suit made out of entirely just spiders? Just a spider suit?
I will
Just to
burn
help
you. I will burn you.
You'd have to get...
You deserve to be burnt
I
for
would throw
that.
spiders though. I'd be like, Spider-Man with
Little
actual spiders.
Spider-Man with spiders.
He'd be an awesome villain. The Spider-Man
Big
comic.
real good.
Throwing spiders.
They would crawl over the web.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
That was just cray cray. Just my opinion.
Fucking
That was cray
bonkers.
cray. Alright, that was a hilarious story by James. Now let's move on to actual horrible stories. For any of you who don't watch the show Supernatural, it is amazing. But when it first came out, the first episode, I remember watching it and thinking, damn, this is awesome, but also quite, it cringes on the scary bit. And as I left the school, the next day I have to walk down the bottom of my street, and I was just walking, and all of a sudden there was a man in the front of his yard, just looking down in his grass with a police car there. And I thought, oh, what's going on? So I decided to walk up to it, and there was a dead guy just laying in some dude's front lawn, and I freaked the hell out because I thought that the demons had come out of killed that Osaka. I actually flipped. I was like, holy shit. And I ran to school.
Did you grab salt out of your bag?
I would have if I was carrying salt, but I didn't.
He just has an iron rod hidden in his pants.
I was like, you didn't have salt then, but you've learned.
All the windows, just little
Was your
traces.
restaurant packet salt to keep on you in your pockets?
Right. I just sprinkle it in my pockets so I can throw it. Be like, motherfucker, burn! All the time. That petrified me for about a good 2 weeks, man. I hated walking to school because I'd just be reminded of some dead dude laying in the grass, and I was freaked out.
I wonder if this explains why you are the way you are, though, because you're not the most emotionally connective person.
No, I just don't give a shit
You
about
really
anything.
don't. Like, that could be where it started.
I
Have you
think the story
spoken to
would be
someone
better
about
if
it?
you
No.
said
Holy shit, man. You were young. That was
Pretty
fucked me
messed up.
I was just like, that was cray-cray.
On a scale of
Dead body. That's cray cray.
lol.
Sucks to be you, sucker.
But how decomposed was he? Was he like freshly dead?
No, he had
Or did
died
die
like
for,
that night. So
Oh.
he was just like lying dead. And I was
Oh,
like,
that's
what the
okay.
fuck? It's not like he was composed like
No,
skeleton.
I thought he'd been there for like,
what the hell?
maybe like 3 or 4 days, and you're like,
No, but it was just like a
That's
30-year-old. He had like no
really
reason
offensive.
just to drop dead in front of
How
somebody's
many
yard. He just
days
freaked out.
could a dead body go unnoticed for in someone's front yard?
Yeah,
though?
Jesus.
Like,
holidays.
like, that guy's been sleeping for ages.
There's no fence. That's what I saw. It's not like I walked into this dude's yard and like, yep, that's a dead body. What do you think about it, policeman? No, I was just walking by.
like one of those memes, you know, ones where like, buddy, you're drunk. Stop. Go home. Oh,
That's pretty good. That's pretty messed up, yeah.
that's pretty crazy.
Oh my god. Do you want to finish the bit of news? I could do a little bit of a news.
Yeah, we got like 3 minutes. 2 minutes.
Well, actually, something that kind of relates to us. Microsoft has changed their privacy policy on their games. You now cannot make any money off a Microsoft Studios game on YouTube.
What the gay?
Yeah, so like all the Halo 3 montages that actually have
I
advertisements.
don't care about that shit.
Unless you're an established partner, not only with YouTube, but with Microsoft as well, like you have a signed agreement, they're all going to get taken down. And fanboys are outraged because of Halo 4. I'm kind of outraged because I wanted to put some Halo 4 vids up because I'm going to play the shit out of that game.
But
And now I can't make 5 cents off it.
discounting Halo, is there that much in the Microsoft range that really is that important?
They had a stick in Gears of War.
Did they?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Microsoft Studios actually have a lot.
Really?
They do. They have a lot of involvement.
Do they have to be
games.
like a major?
I think it would
producer,
be any
or
game
is it
that they
just-
have a
is it just
contract with.
anything that they have?
If they put their name on it, that's
If
it.
you know when you boot up a game, it goes Bethesda Studios,
Yeah.
Microsoft Studios.
Okay, but if like did Microsoft? I don't remember seeing Microsoft having that big a hand in Gears of War. Did it?
Doesn't matter if their name's
Their
on
name
it.
was in
It's
it,
on the
you
case,
can't-
I'm pretty sure.
It's not like, you know what? They gave us coffee, so they don't count. Like,
Microsoft would do that though. Bill Gates would be like, "That coffee, motherfucker, $3 right now. Give it to me."
that's what I'm saying. Like, if their name is a part of the game,
That's Microsoft.
that's
coffee.
it. Exactly. So you can't use it. You can't drink that shit for free.
No.
That's
You get it?
bullshit.
That's pretty bullshit.
I like coffee.
You have to pay royalties on every sip.
And,
That's dogback.
It's
pretty
pretty
dog
dog
back.
back. It's pretty dog back.
It's a brosef move.
It is. It really is.
all right. Well, that's a reasonable. Oh,
Actually-
do you want to anything else before we wrap
Yeah,
up?
there was an update that I wanted to mention.
There we go.
Coming soon, ladies and gentlemen, is actually the. Well, we haven't really decided on a name
That's why I
for it.
wasn't going to bring it up, but let's do it.
Let's do it anyway. The quest for epicness.
Yes, because that's my name.
The Done Did It quest for epicness. Basically, where we put out the challenge to relentlessly self-improve to achieve a certain goal or certain goals.
Or certain level of epicness.
That is true. It's all about being epic.
Yeah, so Drew's not going to take a part of it because he's just couldn't give a shit about anything. On a side note, he came prepared to the podcast tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and he didn't use any of the stories in this podcast. He to wait till next time. But you know what? Props, you actually did. James.
That's right, I wrote some shit down. James, I'm disappointed, man.
But I still did pretty well.
He's alright. But yeah, so me, Welsh, James and Murray, we're going to come up with some goals.
Wait, what did you just say?
I said me, Welsh, James and Murray.
He's saying him,
like,
Welsh.
as in... Well,
James,
as in me.
why would you
Okay.
start this now? We've almost finished. God damn it. But yeah, we're going to start it up, so we'll all have a couple of goals to achieve.
It is true.
You know, I think all three of us are going for fitness.
We are. I specifically am after the biddies because I'm not very good at talking to women. So I'm going to try to improve on that. Hopefully end up with actually a long-term girlfriend because that's what I really care about. But sex for now is awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to do kind of weekly update videos showing you our progress for the week. And as many daily video logs as you can. Any highlights, like for me working out and I film it every time I throw up from exhaustion.
I would like to see that.
I would love to see that in hindsight. And I really want to film Murray failing at picking up chicks, at least to start.
No,
You get there.
it's going to be a glorious bum out.
Exactly.
It's just going to be like, ooh, bam.
So yeah, let us know what you think of the vids. Give us any advice or any tips or anything else you'd like to see.
And don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe.
Yeah, like, subscribe this vid for more. Look, we're going to do more anyway, but we'd appreciate the positive feedback.
Knowing that you want more.
Yeah.
So in regards to this video, I guess we done did it. This is Pac-Man signing off.
This is Welsh closing out.
Jew saying, "Heyo."
Yeah,
Sorry, what was that?
I'm James and I'm just done.
Guess this vote.
He's hungry.
We are done did. This is done did it.
Bleh.